The following video is brought to you by the city of Pennsylvania. Thank you. And fly, Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Can someone explain to me why Carson Wentz keep getting disrespected by everybody? It's your boy, Miss Cool Cat County YouTube representing the Birds. The stats says he's elite. The stats say he's a top 10 quarterback. He beats on the Redskins and Giants. He beat the Dallas Cowboys with practice squad players. He's a beast on the red zone. Nick Foles is now gone, so there's none of that. Jalen Hurts is going to be sitting on the bench and then potentially traded, so you ain't got to worry about him. Like, what has Carson Wentz done to get this kind of disrespect? Why? Because he's a Philadelphia Eagle? Because he represents the city of Philadelphia? Because he beats on the New York Giants or Washington Redskins and beat the Cowboys with practice squad players? Was he the guy in school to take your lunch money? Did he take your girlfriend back in the day? Like, tell me he only missed 8 games. 8. He ain't injury prone, he only missed 8 games. Jadeveon Clowney hit my quarterback in the back of the head. So I need to know. Nick Foles is gone. Jalen Hurts will be sitting on the bench and potentially traded. What's with the Carson Wentz hate? Like, even Colin Cowherd's The Herd episode yesterday is trying to ask the exact same thing. Watch.
So I saw one of those bloggers out there. I think this is the big league. Finally, America is coming to its senses. As I said yesterday, I was the first sportscaster that said 4 years ago, it ain't Richard Sherman, it's not Legion Doom, it's not Pete Carroll, it's not Marshawn Lynch. Russell Wilson is the game changer. It took people a long time, and now in the last year, the rest of you, the Peter Kings, the media, traditional media people are like, yeah, that guy's like wildly underrated. Yeah, it's my life. It's the burden of being brilliant. So the big league pointed out something, but I don't even get Carson Wentz credit for it because I don't think interceptions are that. I mean, nobody wants them, but I want my quarterback to let it rip. Eli Manning throws picks, Peyton Manning threw picks, Breeze has thrown picks, Matt Ryan throws picks. I'm not. Andrew Luck threw a bunch of picks. The bottom line, if you throw one a game in 29 attempts, I'm okay with it as long as you don't throw it, deep in your own territory. It can be a punt on certain times. I don't think interceptions define the great quarterbacks. Namath, Bradshaw, Aikman, they all threw them. But they came up with this stat. Carson Wentz doesn't throw picks. In 2019, Wentz became the first quarterback in league history to throw 20 or more touchdowns and 7 or fewer picks in 3 straight seasons. It's never been done, even by Aaron Rodgers. And I say that because Aaron Rodgers is considered the quarterback who doesn't throw picks and is one of the only quarterbacks in the league that throws fewer picks than Carson Wentz. So let's use Aaron Rodgers as an example. If you think Carson Wentz is overrated, last 3 years, I take out the rookie year for quarterbacks, Wentz has Aaron beat in record, touchdowns, completion percentage, and passer rate. And Rodgers has better star receiver, better star running back. They both have offensive-minded coaches, so that to me is a wash. Here's the reality of quarterbacks, and this is the way we do it. There's 4 boxes you got to check. And if you don't get to that last one, we kind of roll our eyes. The 4 boxes are the talent box. Wentz has clearly checked it. Just watch him play. Watch him at the end of last year, working with nothing, got to the playoffs. There's the stats box. Well, he's done that. 81 touchdowns, 21 picks last, 3 years. The winning box, when you get your team to the playoffs. Last year's another example, yes. And then there's the Super Bowl box, and he hasn't checked that. But outside of Mahomes, tell me a guy playing in this league at quarterback 4 years or fewer who's checked all 4. There's one. It's Patrick Mahomes. The talent, the stats, the lead to the playoffs, and the Super Bowl. That's it. No other quarterback last 4 years except Mahomes checks all of them. We like Lamar Jackson. Never won a playoff game. So, you know, I like Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson with great receivers. Last year threw for 3,800 yards, 2060 leads. And I like Watson. Wentz is better. I told you before. You guys can argue 4 through 20. 3 quarterbacks today in the NFL lead my franchise. Mahomes 1, Wilson 2, Wentz 3. You can argue over the rest. I think he's, and again, just like Russell Wilson, you're going to come groveling back and you apologize to me. This is what's going to happen. That's what happened. You eventually apologized. You were so mean to me on Andrew Luck. And eventually everybody apologized, Russell Wilson. And it's going to be about a year from now, and you're all going to apologize. You're going to feel terrible about it. You're not going to sleep at night. You're going to like, Uncle Colin's right again. You know, sometimes you know, when you're ahead of everybody on stuff, this is your reality.
And he beat the Dallas Cowboys with practice squad players, by the way. And Dak hasn't been paid yet. He's still franchise tag. And he might walk next year if he don't get that new contract deal, which Jerry Jones won't.
About Dak Prescott, how good he is, and I'll say Dak or Dis. But I take Dak or Dis to start my franchise. So I thought I was 4 years ahead of everybody on Russell Wilson. I thought I was ahead of everybody by a couple of years on Andrew Luck. I think I'm ahead of everybody on Carson Wentz. I think he's a superstar player that has had to overcome absurd wide receiver injuries. Zach Ertz is his best weapon, and Zach's not really a vertical passing. He's not like Travis Kelce or Jimmy Graham in his prime. He has average running backs. They got a good offensive line, but it's been battered with injuries the last 2 years. And Wentz has essentially carried this franchise. So it's time for Wentz or on the fence. Joy?
Now, this is right now, it's moving like forward.
It's just like right today, I can take Wentz or another quarterback with my franchise.
Would you rather have Wentz or Dak?
I don't know how you can watch the two. Wentz is bigger, more athletic with a stronger arm.
Oh, and by the way, the guy right here, 32 mil, $128 million extension. 4 years. $107 million guaranteed. The guy on the left, franchise tag. Still waiting on his deal, and Jerry Jones ain't gonna do it. And lost to this guy with, wait for it, practice squad players, and went 8-8. And probably he's gonna go 8-8 this season. And y'all say he's better.
I would take Carson Wentz. He had 108 passer rating last year down the stretch throwing to trash cans. I don't know how you would not take it. If you watch that game, Dak and Wentz had less O-line, less receivers, less running back help, and dominated the game.
I would take that.
Joy.
Would you rather have Wentz or Aaron Rodgers?
This sounds crazy. I'd rather have Wentz. I think he's bigger. I think he's stronger. I think he has a better...
By the way, unlike Dak Prescott, this guy on the right beat this guy on the left at Lambeau Field. And this guy, the guy on the right, injury prone. Yeah.
I don't think he has quite the release of Aaron Rodgers. Last 3 years, take out Wentz's rookie year, that's not fair, take it out. Last 3 years, he's got a better completion percentage, more touchdown passes, a better record, and a better passer rating than Aaron Rodgers. What do you want? What do you want? What more does he have to prove? He doesn't have a star receiver like Aaron or a star back like Aaron. I don't even think this is controversial.
Now Aaron Rodgers is playing with stars?
Well, I mean, he's got a star receiver and a star back. He's got stars.
I think he does, but I'm taking Aaron Rodgers, by the way. Would you rather have Carson Wentz or Drew Brees?
This is not close. It's Carson Wentz. He's a bigger, stronger thrower of the football. He's more athletic. It's not. I love Drew. Drew's 41. This isn't close. Carson Wentz. Drew does not throw the ball down the field like he used to. That's not what he does. Carson gives you everything. Great deep ball, big arm, cannon side it. arm angles. I love Drew Brees. This is not even close.
I don't know that's not close, but I'm going to go with Wentz. Would you rather have Wentz or Tom Brady?
Carson Wentz. Brady went 4-5 down the stretch. Wentz went 4-0. Am I? This is a state. This is, you know what this is like? This is, you're comparing a sports car to a very nice SUV. And I love Brady. But he's a nice SUV at this point in his career. Carson Wentz is a completely different level.
Yeah, but sports cars are really fun, really fast. They're not great in all.
Come on, Joy. Don't be Max Kellerman or Skip. Come on, Joy.
Wentz is is a Tesla. He's the future.
Okay. Also very expensive.
Or Mercedes. How about that?
All right, Wentz or Matt Ryan?
Last 2 years, Atlanta's gone 7-9. I think Matt needs a lot of help around him. Wentz shows he can carry a franchise with nothing around him, or cluster injuries. Matt needs everything in line, and then he's a very good quarterback. The last couple of years, he's 7-9. That's just not with star receiver, star back, star tight end, Austin Hooper. Great player.
I would go with Wentz in that as well. All right, Carson Wentz or Jimmy Garoppolo?
Wentz, easily. And I like Garoppolo, but you're talking about arm, not close, size, Wentz, athletic ability, not close, not close.
I'm going to go with Jimmy. Would you rather have Wentz or Russell Wilson?
Excuse me? You take Jimmy Garoppolo for
Jimmy
Wentz.
Garoppolo was just leading Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl like a couple months ago.
You really don't like Wentz.
No, she don't. No, she don't. No, she don't.
We can make an argument there.
Skip, Max,
more durable.
Joy.
Aaron Rodgers. And Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
Russell Wilson or Carson Wentz?
On the fence, I take Russell Wilson.
Wow.
I think Russell Wilson is the best football player in America.
I'll give him that.
Things considered. Smarts, leadership, athletic ability, throwing the football.
But do you think it's close?
I think Russell is in a complete. I mean, I only think there's one player in the league close to Russell Wilson, and that's Patrick Mahomes. I think Russell's the best.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I would agree with
I think Russell, because his pre-snap's better than Mahomes at this point, and I think he's a better leader at this point because he's just older. I think Russell Wilson's the best football player in America.
I'm taking Wilson over Wentz as well. Wentz or Kyler Murray?
To show you the disrespect for Carson Wentz, Kyler Murray has better Super Bowl odds or MVP odds than Carson Wentz. You've got to be kidding me. Carson Wentz. And again, I don't think this is close. And I think Kyler's fun, but this ain't close.
No, I don't think it's close right now. Wentz or Lamar Jackson?
Wentz. Now, in a year, I may not think that. This is still as much as we see Lamar do his stuff. It is still, you got to throw a ball in the pocket. And I do believe if you're asking me to read the entire field, sit in the pocket, carry no weapons, Wentz can do that. Now, Lamar's great, but I think all of us, and even John Harbaugh has acknowledged this, I'm waiting for another step from Lamar as a pocket quarterback. He can do it, but he's looking for another stage. I think Wentz is in his prime. I think Lamar's going into his prime.
I'm going to take Lamar. Wentz or Roethlisberger?
Wentz. Wentz is, I like Ben, but I think his efficiency, a lot of picks, efficiency, there's some drama there. I don't get that with Wentz. So, Ben's leadership style is not always my favorite.
And he beat Big Ben in 2016.
Wentz or Deshaun Watson?
Wentz is a much better thrower of the football. Much better thrower of the football. And by the way, Deshaun with significantly better weapons. Wentz had more TDs, more yards, fewer picks than Deshaun.
Injury prone. You don't talk about him.
So I think, and again, I like Deshaun Watson. But if you're telling me you got nothing at receiver and running back and carry him down the field.
Well, I think Wentz proved that last year.
That's
duh.
One of the greatest 4-game stretches down the stretch I've seen in a decade.
I think I would go with Deshaun, but I do think it's very close. Carson Wentz or Patrick Mahomes?
No. Not yet. Not yet.
I think the better version of him
Not
is
yet.
the top 10 player all time.
Not yet.
So when I say the better version of Carson Wentz,
Not yet.
I can't say anything better than that.
He'll get there, but not yet.
Hall of Fame talent.
All right, Carson Wentz or your guy Drew Lock.
This one I thought about for a long time. Carson Wentz, although Drew Lock has some of the same fascinating potential. Drew's got a huge arm. Drew moves really well. There's a certain leadership quality. He went to Missouri, which is a bunch of nothing. I mean, compared to the SEC that we were playing, Drew Lock's talented, but Carson Wentz. So, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, and I do think the Lamar thing could change in a year. If Lamar takes the steps.
So, listen. Stop with the hate. Once again, here's the stats. It says all I need to say. Carson Wentz is a top 10 quarterback. He owns the division. He beat Dak Prescott with practice squad players. So stop it. Stop it. You heard all the quarterbacks who Carson Wentz is better than, except for Russell or Patrick Mahomes. He ain't in that level yet. But he's getting there. So can we stop with the hate? Can we stop with the hate? Please. And I can't wait for the next season. I swear to God. Fly, Eagles, fly. Where's the line?